my Jesus. As this day comes to a close, I pause to breathe deeply and remember your goodness. Tonight I choose gratitude over complaint, thanksgiving over worry, and worship over weariness. I lift up my heart, filled with both the small blessings and the great mercies, knowing that you were present in every single moment. I thank you for the gift of this day, for the breath in my lungs, for the ability to rise, to work, to speak, to love, and to experience life itself. Even when I did not notice you, even when I rushed through without pausing, you were by my side. You were faithful, steady, and unchanging. Tonight, I want to look back and see not just the struggles, but the ways you carried me through them. I want to acknowledge that every good thing I had today came from your hand. My heart rests in gratitude as I close my eyes. Thank you for the gift of shelter, for the place where I can lay my head and find rest. So many in this world are without comfort, yet here I am, blessed to have a roof above me and a safe space to sleep. Thank you for food that sustained me today, for the meals that gave me strength, whether big or small. Thank you for clean water to drink, for the very basics that so often go unnoticed, but are constant reminders of your provision. Thank you for clothing, for warmth, for protection, and for all the daily mercies that I too often take for granted. My Jesus, I do not want to overlook these blessings. Tonight, I count them as precious gifts, each one a sign of your care for me. I thank you for the people in my life, for family, for friends, for those who encourage me, and even for those who challenge me, because through relationships, you are shaping me to love better, to forgive more deeply, and to extend grace as you extend grace to me. I thank you for the conversations that lifted my spirit, for the laughter that reminded me of joy, and for the quiet moments of companionship that gave me peace. And even when loneliness crept in, I thank you that I was never truly alone, for you were with me. I thank you for the gift of community, whether large or small, and for every soul you have placed around me as part of your divine plan. Thank you for health, for strength to make it through the day. Even if my body felt weak or weary, you gave me enough to take the next step. Thank you for healing, both the kind I can see and the kind still in process. Thank you for the way you sustain me in my weakness and remind me that your power is made perfect when I cannot carry things on my own. Thank you for the gift of sleep that restores and renews. For tomorrow I know you will give me fresh strength to rise again. I thank you for protection today, for the times I was kept safe without even knowing the danger that surrounded me, for the way you guided me away from harm and covered me in unseen ways. I thank you for traveling mercies, for safety at home, for peace in my neighborhood, for moments when fear tried to creep in, but was defeated by your presence. Thank you that you are my shield and defender, always watching, always guarding, never asleep, never distracted. Tonight, as I prepare for rest, I thank you that I can sleep, because you never stop keeping watch. Thank you for the lessons of this day, for the mistakes that taught me humility, for the successes that reminded me of your favor, for the challenges that built endurance in me, and for the quiet victories that only you and I know. Thank you for stretching my faith, for refining my patience, for correcting my steps when I wandered, and for reminding me that growth often comes through both joy and difficulty. Thank you for every situation that pressed me closer to you. Even the disappointments of this day, I offer back in gratitude, because I trust that you are weaving them into something greater than I can see. My Jesus, thank you for your word that nourishes my soul, for every verse that encouraged me, for every promise that lifted my spirit, and for every reminder that you are faithful. Thank you for prayer itself, the sacred privilege of speaking to you and knowing you listen. Tonight, I'm grateful that I can come honestly, without pretense, without perfection, simply bringing my heart and laying it before you. Thank you for hearing me in the morning, in the afternoon, and now in the stillness of night. You never turn away. You never ignore me. You always welcome me. That truth alone fills me with gratitude beyond words. Thank you for hope, for the reminder that even when today felt heavy, tomorrow is filled with new mercies. Thank you that my story is not finished, that my future is in your hands, and that you are already in the days ahead of me. Thank you that nothing is wasted, not my tears, not my pain, not my questions. Thank you that you are working all things together for good. This fills me with peace as I lay down tonight, knowing that what you have planned is always better than what I could create for myself. And Jesus, thank you most of all for salvation. Thank you for the cross, for forgiveness, for mercy that covers my sins, for grace that lifts me when I fall. Thank you for loving me so deeply that nothing can separate me from you. Thank you for the eternal hope that no matter what happens here on earth, I have a home with you forever. Thank you for the promise that one day every tear will be wiped away, every sorrow will cease, and every night will be turned into endless light in your presence. This is the greatest gift, and tonight my heart is filled with gratitude for it. So now, as I prepare to rest, I release every burden. I let go of worry, of striving, of fear, and I choose gratitude. I breathe in peace. I breathe out thanks. I rest in the knowledge that you are good, that you are faithful, and that I am loved. May my final thoughts tonight not be of stress, but of thanksgiving. May my dreams be filled with reminders of your kindness. May I wake in the morning ready to live another day in your grace. With a heart full of gratitude, I lay down to rest. Amen.